know about these teams. They can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in at the 5. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Following the bucket by Boston. Embiid, a screen on White, and Maxey, here we go. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. It feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Embiid, a screen on White. Maxey attacking.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous. Yes, he can score it. Yes, he can pass it. But he is a tenacious defender.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams.
Well, Derek White, fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
No coverage that time.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Brown inside. He's covered by Oubre. Brown gets the bucket.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And the 76ers, another three.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
White finds Brown. Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 6.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Tatum. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by George. The Sixers lead by 3. Embiid drawing the double team. Here's Edgecombe. Queta pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. B.A., back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And it's 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
Now here's Brown. Give him 8 points now. Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Clock at 4. Joel Embiid pulls it down. The Sixers trailing. Pass to Oubre. And here is Maxey. Nails it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 8 points.
They're just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Oubre on the wing, hounded by Tatum. Here's Embiid. Back to Oubre. Now here's George. Oubre, a screen on White. George drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Paul George is ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it, balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
There's Tatum with the three. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Maxey with it. Outside Oubre. The three from Edgecombe. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down.
Oh, okay then.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
White with a steal. Pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
George outside. The three from Edgecombe. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Here's Tatum. Kick out to White. The three. Inside. White gets it to go.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Maxey passes to George. Here's Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. Kicks it to George. And here's Oubre from the arc. Nice D from Brown.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Here's Tatum. Out to Simons. Queta, pass to Simons. Second shot opportunity. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And it's tough to defend the pick and roll with Simons running it. He's got a great sense of that set.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Embiid finds Maxey. It's George on the wing. And here is Maxey. Here's Embiid. Simons with a rebound. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Pass to Edgecombe. And here is Maxey. He's covered by Simons. White on the wing. Lets the three fly. The kick to Tatum. This one for three. And Tatum drills the three. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And finished by Tatum. Wow.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And again, Boston with the triple.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And Oubre gets it to go.
Now, he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
And the call foul will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game. 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. The kick out to White, to the paint. 5 on the clock. They shoot again. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Oubre. Back to Maxey. Gets it up. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Sam Hauser. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Walsh in at the 2. You know, Doris, the Celtics are interesting as you look at the construction of their roster. Are they poised for long-term contention?
Well, obviously the thing paramount on everybody's mind is how they weather the Tatum injury and their salary challenges, which are significant. But if they believe they can get multiple bites in the apple, I promise you, this historic team will take their shots.
Drummond with the screen. Lowry, the pass to Drummond. And that comes off the assist by Lowry.
Boy, you love the kind of space that Andre Drummond eats up on the interior. Some guys don't play up to their size. Andre Drummond sure does.
Pass to Boucher. Drummond grabs the miss.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Drummond to screen on Pritchard, and it's Lowry penetrating. Left side Grimes. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Grimes has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, excellent D there from Lowry. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you, Brian.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Philadelphia moving it around. Drummond passes to Watford. Down low. Outside Grimes. Out to Lowry. The 3 is up. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Minot. Here's Hauser. And there's a pick. Now Pritchard. He's guarded by Lowry. They still need this. Rebound by the 76ers. Driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lowry's got 7. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
How about the quick trigger off the catch from Grimes? Nice.
Pritchard against Lowry. Right side Pritchard. Here's Minot. Watford covering. Minot, good. Minot's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Lowry, the pass to Drummond. Watford outside from the arc. That one doesn't drop.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pritchard surviving the D to the middle. Minot. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now just a 3-point 76ers lead. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Out left to the wing. Pass to Edwards. The three. And that comes off the assist by Lowry.
Well, the defensive breakdowns allows Kyle Lowry to take advantage and set up an open look for his guy.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Off the mark there with a three. And here's Edwards outside. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you? Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Sixers ahead, leading by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with George. And it's Embiid in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Oubre. Now George. The three from Edgecombe. Boston pulls it in. Kid has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Tatum. Here's Queta. The rebound by Maxey. Fast break, Philadelphia. Out to Oubre. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Here's Tatum going inside. Down low. Here's Queta. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Now here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Kicks it to George. Pass to Edgecombe. It's stolen by Tatum. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And you know, he knew the hit was coming. And Simons sacrificing his body anyway.
And so Simons nails both of them.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Maxey. And here's George. Oubre on the wing. No good with the triple. Oubre against Tatum. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And the layup is good off the glass.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Outside Maxey. Now Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. And he nails it.
Yeah, quick thinking right there by Edgecombe. He needs to keep being decisive off the catch.
Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Outside Oubre. Now Embiid. George fires. Money from 3.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
They double team Brown. Now Simons. The 19-footer. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
They had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Outside Oubre. Maxey! It's money from deep.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, The three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Tatum! He's off from three. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy's ability to make shots so easy.
Hey, Jason Tatum takes flight.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the 76ers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And what a huge performance it was for Tyrese Maxey.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now Philadelphia with it. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Simons with a steal. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The forwards are Hunter and Mobley. All out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Allen, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now, here's Mitchell. Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Mitchell.
When you're looking at top pick-and-roll partners, Mobley is squarely in that discussion.
RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on, but sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Joel Embiid. The drive by Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And look, you can't blink when you are guarding Mitchell. That man will go by you in a heartbeat.
Over to the wing. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Mitchell looking it over. Pulls it up. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Maxey. Mobley with the block.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes on the defensive end.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back over to you guys.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And Mitchell's a handful for any defense. So difficult to guard without fouling him at times.
Hard to put into words, RJ, the impact Donovan Mitchell had on last year's 64-win Cleveland Cavaliers team.
Yeah, that's the best Cavs team we've seen in almost a decade. Spider led this team, and it looks like they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
And the basket by Embiid.
Nice looking jumper for Embiid. So fluid for a guy his size.
Mobley finds Mitchell. Mobley a screen on George. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Fires from deep. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Perfect use of the pick and roll. Mitchell just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. George against Mitchell. Hunter with a screen on George. Mitchell passes to Hunter. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Outside, George. Oubre sets the screen for George, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Mitchell outside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Driving inside. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Here's George. Mobley with the block. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now Embiid. No good on the last second attempt there. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Cavaliers lead by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here. What do you guys see?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
So on the floor for Cleveland, the big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
Look, if Allen is going to hit that shot, your whole defensive strategy has to change.
Maxey against Ball. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Oubre, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
From deep, Maxey sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Maxey's got 9.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Mitchell against Maxey. Over in the corner, Allen. Offline with his 3. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 5. Ball, the pass to Hunter. Now Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Embiid with the screen on Ball. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Oubre, left side. Poke loose. Mobley up top, covered by Oubre. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hunter with the screen on Maxey. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Edgecombe with it, covered by Mitchell. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And you think of the great shot creators. Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
Well, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. 14 points for him. 5 to shoot. Mitchell finds the high percentage bucket inside.
This is a huge night for Mitchell, and all he really does is score.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Stolen by Ball. Now, here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. Oh, dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Oubre, a screen on Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Mitchell against George. Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Here's Mitchell. Explosive finish.
I'm just going to be real with you. With a full head of steam, the defense, they might not even bother when Mitchell's going that quickly.
Outside, George. Oubre sets the screen for George. Launches it. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 11. Mitchell passes to Mobley. It's Allen on the wing. Allen a screen on George. And here's Mitchell from the arc. A shot that time, not on target. And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Arena Entertainment.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Quentin Grimes out there with Lowry. Then there's Trendon Watford. Then there's Edwards. And it's Drummond in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. So, Richard, from title contender to in the lottery, what went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The wide open look here for Garland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
Strus against Lowry. Pass to Grimes. Driving to the basket.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Garland. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Lowry with the ball, and the shot goes in. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
And try and name a 6-footer who likes to operate inside more than Lowry. He is a beast.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Garland looking it over. Buries it down low. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
Wow, the finger roll. Sometimes a soft finish like that makes it even more painful for the defense.
Lowry against Nance. It's Edwards on the wing. Still without a basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Coach Kenny Atkinson hit the ground running last year with the Cavaliers. He said Donovan Mitchell gave him the blueprint, adding, Mitchell told me our next step is empowering Evan, and me and Darius Garland can be great together. So there's no reason we can't be. So a lot of it came from him. He had a grip on where his team needed to go. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Outside Lowry. Pass to Watford. Here's Drummond. Now here's Lowry, covered by Nance. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Wing shot on the way. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's Strus. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the wing on the left. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. 7 points in the game.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. Going inside. To the left wing. Here's Watford, defended by Strus. It's rebounded by Bryant. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Bryant with a screen for Garland. It's tipped.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
He understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Pass to Drummond. Baseline try, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cleveland ahead, up by 4. And after... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Cleveland, the rim projectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Lonzo Ball out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Ball. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 3. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Pass to Embiid. It's George on the wing. Drives to the hoop. Hunter grabs the miss.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Here's Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Here's Mitchell. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Green by Allen. The drive by Mitchell. Dunked it home, running inside.
And while Mitchell is about 6'3", his wingspan is 6'10". That's what helps him finish.
He takes it in. Oubre connects on the J.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Mitchell against George. Now Mobley, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Hunter. There's the jumper. Nice one.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. Down he goes for 3.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Ball against Maxey. Here's Mobley. Mitchell outside. 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell slams it in.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
Wow, Edgecombe making plays when his team needs it most.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Mitchell with the drive. Oh, no good on the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of this caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, huge bucket. That man is fearless. When it comes down to crunch time, Maxey wants the ball in his hands.
Cleveland with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's Allen. The response. Slamming at home.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Maxey, and he jams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Mitchell outside. 16 feet away. Oubre with the rebound. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And stolen by Mobley. Let's lose a 3. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
streak tonight. These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen control the paint for him. Mitchell out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Tatum from long range. Connects from downtown.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
And it's Mitchell penetrating. And Mitchell with the slam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Hunter against Tatum. Pass to Boucher. Tatum looking it over. Boucher a screen on Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, stolen by Allen. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. White against Ball. Now here's Brown. Defense right on him. Boucher a screen on Ball. White for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. And grant the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Now here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. White finds Tatum. Boucher a screen on Hunter. Stolen by Mobley. To the inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, the length of Allen is exceptional, helping him reach past the defense and jamming it home.
Here's Boucher. Kick out to Brown. Stolen by Mitchell. Ball passes to Allen. Back to Ball. Mobley a screen on Brown. To the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
I like that from White. Attacked in the heart of that defense.
Allen with a screen on Brown. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's Allen. Queta pulls it in.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
So it's Boston now. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Mitchell. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter here. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Allen. Queta pulls it in. Celtics trail by 3. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the shot goes down. Tatum's got 5 points.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Allen with a screen on Brown. Inside. Oh, swiped away. Here's Tatum. And And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal
So when
foul.
Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hunter up top. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Cleveland again missing. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Boston out. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
On the court right now for Cleveland. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Lonzo Ball is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
And it's Tatum missing. The Cavaliers leading. Here's Allen. Nice move. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Great positioning by Allen in transition, making himself the easy option to finish the fast break.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Mobley. Boston pulls it in.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
They set a pick. Tatum with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Tatum passes to Keita. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Allen inside. He's guarded by White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on White.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic abilities.
That one's off. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Are you kidding me?
Clear the deck!
Wow!
Evan Mobley.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting, not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Brian, back over to you.
All about that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
Garza's checked in for Tillman. White coming through.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Cavaliers lead by 4. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Boston shooting a nice 50% for the game. Brown passes to Boucher. Mitchell against Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. The Celtics making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Nance is checked in. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. There's the drive. Oh, Tatum commits on the drive.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take it.
Mitchell against Brown. Outside Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Four on the clock. Releases. That one's wide left.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
White can't hit. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. The kick out to Nance. Outside Mitchell. Oh, get up, Donovan. Wow.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Ball outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Cleveland on top, leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Peyton Pritchard is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Minot in at power forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Bryant, the pass to Strus. He buries it from 3. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. We'll stand Joe Mazzulla as a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves. Yeah, Simon's putting all of his speed to work on that drive.
Boston foul. Wall. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Garland. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Wade. Here's Bryant. And too long on the shot.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And the basket by Tillman.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Garland, the pass to Wade. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And we've come to expect this kind of vision out of Garland.
Pritchard with it. No made baskets yet. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 1. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Garland, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks. Well, it's a 3-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Simons against Strus. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tillman's got his 5th rebound in this one. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Simons outside. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's the screen by Bryant. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Celtics foul. Peyton Pritchard. First personal foul. Second team.
So it's the Cavaliers now. 4-point game. Here's Wade. Oh, and there's the whistle on the and in a game this close, they're going to challenge.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref take another look. And they've made their decision. Call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. Celtics lead by 4. On the wing, Simons. With the drive. Nance pulls down the board.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar stand.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
Pass to Walsh from deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow. Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. On the wing, Tatum. Hunter covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Mitchell.
Oh, sweet move. Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in all of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in all, too.
Tatum. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, no good. Outside Mitchell. Shoots over Brown. Oh, off target. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Celtics out in front. They lead by 2. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for Cleveland, it's Hunter and Mobley teaming up at forward. Donovan Mitchell out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Allen in at the 5. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
Outside White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Allen with a screen on Brown. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And for Allen, it's about getting to his spots. When he's doing this, he's capable of catching fire.
And so it's Boston with it. 3-point lead. Here's White. Kick out to Brown. Fires the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Here's Mitchell. Oh my goodness! Fired it home!
Oh, indeed.
Nice.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be...
Oh, wow! What a finish by Jaylen Brown!
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Now Mitchell. Five on the clock. Driving inside. Oh, no good on the dunk. Celtics lead by 6. There's a pass to Tatum. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's good from beyond the arc.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Allen a screen. Mitchell against Brown. Hunter. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Boston's gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Tatum to the rack. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Yeah, a lot of strength and power in that Tatum slam.
Here's Ball. Mitchell outside. Now Allen. Mitchell outside. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Mitchell against Brown.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now White. 6 to shoot. They double team Tatum. He takes it in. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Double team on Mitchell. Now Hunter. .32 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Boston on offense. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Tatum fires. Puts up the tray. 4 on the clock. White. Jaylen Brown. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.
some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Kelly Oubre out there with Embiid, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Now, here's Tatum. Drops in the layup for 2. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Back to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And that one's good, Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Maxey passes to Embiid. Right block shot. A floater. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Embiid with a screen on Boucher. Embiid inside. Pass to Edgecombe. Oubre sets the screen for Edgecombe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Diving in, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Boston leading by 3. And White slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Here's Edgecombe. Embiid with a screen on Tatum. Edgecombe, no good. Celtics have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys, back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
To stop the run, and it's laid in by Maxey. Maxey's got 6 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And he gets the bucket.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
Hail Mary for some, but Maxey makes the long shot look easy.
2 on none. No one back to stop this. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
You want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Queta, the pass to Tatum. Here he goes. And the dunk by Tatum.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Derek White has been on display for the Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Taking a look at the 76ers. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Another miss by Maxey.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. By the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And how about the raw athleticism of Edgecombe? He gets to the rim with ease.
Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Boucher with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Tatum against George. Tatum kicks to Boucher. And he drives in. Makes it off the glass. Boucher's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Celtics.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Boucher with a screen on Oubre. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
And that one, good. Cata's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand, you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite.
And the ability to score in many ways. When Tatum drives with force, get out of his way.
Here's Embiid. Not as good off the back rim and in. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tries again. Shoots. Embiid against Boucher. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 55 seconds left in the first half. On the wing, George. Here's Edgecombe.
Oh, man!
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. It's hauled in by George, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The 76ers shooting their first free throw this game. They throw good back to Tillman. He's checked in for the Celtics. The 76ers trail by 7. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, Simons. Down low, Tillman. And he goes in for the dunk.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Anthony Simons out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Tillman in at center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Boston ball.
Celtics leading by 7. Pass to Tillman. Here's Minot. There's the screen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Lowry passes to Drummond. Now Watford. Fires the 3. Tillman grabs the miss. On offense, here are the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Simons from outside. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, with the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back to you.
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie.
That's a high percentage shot for Simons. He loves that corner 3.
And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
When he's had the opportunities, he's scored the ball, but they need more from him.
Simons surveying the D. No good on that one. The 76ers trail by 12. Screen by Watford. Here's Grimes. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. Driving inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lowry's got 9 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Yeah, big counts.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Lowry drives in to the left side wing. Pass to Watford. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Here's Simon.
Whoa!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
The 76ers trail by 7. Now Grimes. Screen by Watford. Grimes passes to Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Pass to Watford. And slam dunk by Watford.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Here's Simons. Minor. Good. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Celtics lead by 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Boston leading by 5. Taking a look at the 76ers. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Joel Embiid out there with Oubre, and it's George in at the 3 spot.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Maxey against White. Outside, Maxey takes it inside. Here's Embiid with force. Embiid takes it to him.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
And finished off by Brown.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside for George. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Quick decision right there from George. Not giving the D any time.
Nice!
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Maxey, and the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 20.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
Maxey, here's Embiid. Now Maxey. Embiid with the screen on White. Outside Embiid. And the three misses. Celtics leading by 6. Tatum outside. From deep. Maxey rips down the rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
George fires. Jacks up a 3. And down goes the 3.
So poised in these situations. Let's see Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Boucher sets a screen for Tatum. Now Brown. Tatum a screen. Strong move off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Embiid with the screen on White. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Maxey against Tatum. Inside, Tatum!
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
George, oh, what a play inside.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people. Clearly a foul.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
All right, Allie, thank you.
You gotta respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. Oh, the dunk!
He's not willing to turn down a challenge. Maxey, wow.
Brown with it. Puts up a 3. 3. Good.
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball.
Philadelphia foul. Edgecombe. Second personal foul.
It's the first, Nick. Will put them up by 9. And Brown drops them both.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one, even early on. And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
for a treat tonight.
Boy, B.A., do you remember when the conversation was, you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Embiid, a screen on ball. Maxey, that's good.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Here's Edgecombe, pounded by Ball. With the teardrop, Edgecombe, no good. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
And the three-pointer goes.
Oh, you know everyone comes into the league with a 3-shot now, and Edgecombe is, of course, no exception.
Here's Mitchell. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by Allen. Here's Cleveland. Searching for their first points of the game. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Mobley on a screen. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for Cleveland.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And it seems like the East is wide open doors. How do the Cavs capitalize with a deep run?
Well, I think they can start with continuity. They have a quality young core when you think about Evan Mobley, when you think about Darius Garland, when you think about Jared Allen. So I'm not arguing for complacency by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think there's a strong case for running it back and giving a talented offensive team with a double big lineup another opportunity. I think they're good enough.
Wow, V.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Now here's Mitchell. Clock at 6. That three's off the mark. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also his smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Allen on the wing. Puts up a 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the 76ers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Now here's Ball. Still no points. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here. We've got 1:08 left in the first. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Maxey. And he knocks the jumper down. Maxey's got 6.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be Jared Allen shooting. That's on Joel Embiid.
Jared Allen knows who he is, guys. Rim runner, rim protector, and excellent rebounder.
Maxey passes to Embiid. No luck on that one. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
76ers foul.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Second team foul.
That free throw is good for Mitchell.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Down low. Here's Oubre. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Boy, Jared Allen, what an effective use of that pump fake. Nicely done.
Good on the second one. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Edgecombe. He's got 5.
So athletic. I mean, that slashing ability is what made Edgecombe a top 3 pick.
And here's Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. 7 points in the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Philadelphia on top, leading by 7. Quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Mobley and Allen control the paint for him. Ball is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Just 5 on the clock. Maxey passes to Embiid. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards. But coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball. And he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. Shams, appreciate the report.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Embiid a screen on ball. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit to try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And Maxey, here we go. Takes it inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just 3-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. to the middle. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Maxey with it, picked up by Allen. Maxey against Mitchell. Pass to Edgecombe. Clock is at 3. George. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
A top-flight offense in Cleveland. Doris, what makes them so formidable?
Well, generally speaking, if you are great at multiple things. They have elite shot creation in the backcourt. They have size and finishing ability up front. They can hurt you at all 3 levels of offensive opportunity. And boy, their three-point range is deep, BA.
Embiid can't hit. Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Mobley. Allen outside Mitchell. Minute 32 left in the half. There's the 3. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Pass to Embiid from outside the arc. Drops in the 3. Embiid's got 7 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Allen a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And here's Mobley. Back to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. Whoa!
Oh, this guy's such a reliable presence on the glass. Jared Allen using that length to save the play.
Screen by Embiid. And here's Maxey outside. Nails it from 3. Maxey's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Ball against Maxey. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Here's Mobley. No good there, off the double clutch. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books, without question. Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Trendon Watford, Kyle Lowry out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Edwards in at the 3. Drummond, and Bryant pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Outside Strus. Pass to Bryant. It's stolen by Drummond. Lowry finds Drummond. Back to Lowry. Drummond with the screen. Lowry to pass to Drummond. Outside Grimes. Shot clock at 5. Drummond to screen on Strus. Here's Grimes with nobody on him. He buries that jumper. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Garland, the pass to Bryant. Drummond grabs the miss.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
90 seconds into the second half now. Now here's Grimes, covered by Strus. Lowry, the pass to Watford. The three ball. And Bryant pulls it down. And it's Cleveland's ball. It's a 10-point game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Lowry, a good look. Tips it up. The kick out to Edwards. Lowry against Garland. Drummond. It's good on the putback.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
Here's Garland. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Lowry, the pass to Drummond. Stolen by Bryant. Garland scanning the floor. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Soft touch off the glass. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Garland. From downtown. Drills it from deep. Garland's got 8.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Lowry outside. And Lowry gets doubled. Watford the pass to Grimes. Shoots over Nance. Back to Watford. With the clock winding down. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Garland. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 10.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Drummond, the screen on Strus. Grimes into the lane. Here's Drummond. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the 76ers lead by 6. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Picked his pocket. Garland, the pass to Strus. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Free throws dropped for Strus. So he gets them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And Maxey, here we go. And that one, good. Maxey's got 18.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Bryant outside. Fires the 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Lonzo Ball is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. The Sixers lead by 3. Embiid, a screen on Ball. Maxey passes to Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Mobley. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Team foul.
Got a piece of it. Mobley, left side. Mobley, double team. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, stop showing off, Evan. Mobley, go get it.
Here's Edgecombe. Check by Mitchell. And Edgecombe gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 3.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Here's Embiid. Perfection. Beautiful stroke.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
Pass to Allen. Embiid with a steal. Maxey with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's George. And there's the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Embiid a screen on Ball. Maxey attacking. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Ball. No resistance. Just finished in transition with ease.
Let's remember that that break was started by Jared Allen's steal. What an ignition.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Mitchell outside. Allen a screen. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, just electric.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Maxey with it. Guarded now by Ball. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he jammed it.
Edgecombe showing his maturity. Gets them the big bucket when they need it most.
Mitchell outside. Here's Allen. Hunter outside. Now Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Now Allen fires the 3. Ooh, it misses. Here's Edgecombe. Check by Mitchell. Oubre fires. 20 feet away and no problem.
You have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself even in the tight spots of the game.
Now here's Mitchell, tightly guarded, and we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
And Allie, thank you for that.
I tell you, important moment for Evan Mobley. Meeting the moment with a big shot. That's big time.
Outside Embiid. Allen rips down the board. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Mitchell showing some muscle.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And a foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his third foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
They trail by 1. Now it's Maxey. It's good.
exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in off the inbound pass.
Close game sees Philadelphia taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
presents. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's White. And it's Queta in at the center position. And for Cleveland, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Lonzo Ball out there with Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Now, here's Mitchell. The rebound by Queta.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And Greg with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being. Perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returned.
Now, here's Mitchell. Floats it up there for Mobley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you can just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
Here's Tatum. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Mitchell. This one for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. There's a screen from outside the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Hunter, the pass to Allen. Mitchell right side. And he's good on the 3-ball.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
And that one's good. Tatum.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Mitchell. Can't connect from short range. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, here's Mitchell. Clock at 6. The kick out to Ball. And it's off from 3-point range. Celtics leading by 3. Richard, for a guy who's had tons of hype around him, and despite the injuries, Lonzo Ball has had a nice career in the NBA.
Yes, it hasn't gone exactly the way Lonzo wanted because of injury. But like you said, with all that noise back when he was in high school, I think he's done a very good job just being himself.
So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you. Allen is a monster on the glass and continues to improve as a scorer.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Mitchell against Brown. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
He's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Brown's shot is good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Inside, here's Mobley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
Here's White. Pass to Brown. Stolen by Mitchell. There's the 3. Rebounded by Tatum.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
32 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's White. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Hunter up top. White covering. Outside, Ball. Just 4 to shoot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers ahead, leading by just 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
The forwards are Hunter and Mobley. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Ball, and it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Stolen by Mitchell, takes the 3. Allen.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Tatum driving to the basket. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Here's Boucher, and he lays it straight in. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Wow. Folks, the coach's challenge has been.
After review, moving the floor stands.
At the line for Cleveland, Donovan
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double checking, and the game continues on.
And the preparation for Mitchell has made him dangerous in every facet of the game.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Allen shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. White finds Brown. Into the lane. Hunter grabs the miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin, Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Back over to you.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Mobley kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Allen. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum, that was something else.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. White drives in, and that one, good. White's got his second basket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got 7-point wingspan. But this man finishes the way he was built.
Cleveland leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Mobley outside. Looking for Allen and gets it there. The rebound by the Celtics.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
White against Ball. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cavaliers lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Anthony Simon. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot.
I love watching Garland because you can just watch his confidence grow, especially when he's out here running these pick and rolls.
Back to Simons. Out to the wing. Here's Hauser, and he banks in the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Bryant, a screen on Simon. Garland, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds, and last touch by Strus. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Simons, and Garland comes to help. Tillman's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 4. It's stolen. Here's Walsh. Nothing on the board. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Poked away and stolen by Simons. For the finish, and the slam dunk by Simons.
And anytime you get a fast break chance, you want to run, and Simons a terrific finisher.
And Bryant kicks to Wade. Pass to Strus. 5 on the clock. Driving the lane, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Why not? And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading. Nance outside. It's Strus on the wing. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Strus has got 5 now.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
A nice shot by Simons.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Now Strus. He has 5. Pass to Garland. Shot clock at 6. Here's the floater. That one goes in. Garland's got his first 2 points.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll.
When it comes to Garland, RJ, what do you like best about his game?
I love that he's a multi-skilled player at the offensive end. He's fast off the bounce and can pull up or kick it out. He creates all sorts of headaches for the D.
Garland is doubled. Bryant dishes to Wade. Here's Strus. Lays it up and banks it in. Strus has got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
With the assist.
The Celtics have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on those shots in the second half so far.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
And that one drops for him. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Ryan sets the screen for Garland. Going inside. Second chance effort. Nance passes to Strus. Shoots over Brown, and it's Strus missing.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days. Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
To the paint. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's Brown. The shot from the low post is good. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Nice little draw there from the inbounds play to give them an easy bucket.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Onto ball out there with Mitch, and it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Celtics trail by 5. The kick out to Tatum, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
The kick out to Brown. 5 to shoot from past the arc. Hunter grabs the miss. Cleveland leading by 5. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Ball surveying the defense. For 3, Mitchell. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Boucher sets a screen for Brown. Pass to Boucher. And stolen by Mobley. Mitchell against Brown. In the corner, it's Hunter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Mitchell outside. Here's Hunter. Allen. Oh, that's blocked. Tatum down low. Working on Hunter. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Allen. Rebounded by Tatum.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
Mitchell outside. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Mobley. Brown feeling out a bit, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Tatum. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Now Boucher. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one is good. For Cleveland, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Allen at the screen for Mitchell. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Sweet touch inside from Brown.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Brown. Oh, what a finish.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, huge bucket. That man is fearless.
Celtics trail by 3. Brown on the drive.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell and Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Mobley left side. Here's Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Allen a screen on Brown. Now Allen. Oh, one-handed.
And just seizing the moment. Allen not shying away in the play.
Stolen by Ball. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell with it. For 3. Rebounded by Tatum. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out.